So, I've got a Nintendo Switch, but as you can see, the controllers are just glorified rectangles, which means after a long game session, it does get very uncomfortable. So, I did print these to make my gaming experience slightly better. These were meant to be like little comfort grips that had the whole thing running behind it, but I wanted these to be more portable, so I didn't print that. And it worked, apart from the fact that, you know, this one, that bit snapped off, which meant that it didn't really stick onto the controller that well. So I would be playing like this, but because of that snapped, I couldn't use these anymore. So I was about to print them again, but then I had an idea. So there's this creation on Thingiverse that I found when I was just casually scrolling down the page for Switch related stuff, and I found this thing that held the controllers in their comfort grip, in their Switch grip or whatever it's called, and the Switch at the same time, which I thought was really cool. Apart from the fact that it used the grip the Switch came with, which, I don't know if you know this, but it's very uncomfortable. So, I made my own version. Let's see how that turned out. Not again. You can see it's all printed out. All of them. You know? It's not like this snapped or anything. I glued it back together, and now it's got a nice strong bond. So yeah, these are all the pieces. This is where the Switch will stand on. This is that's that bit. This is where the Joy-Cons will be. And this is the piece that'll connect this and that together. Oh, and I forgot a rubber band. One sec. Alright, so got my rubber band. Let's put it all together. Alright, I'm going to put this slightly smaller so that it might fit. Alright, before you continue, just for some context, the next part of the video does not continue from where the last part left off. So the last part, I was on about me reprinting that smaller, and that came up well. But the next part is me on about me reprinting the part that holds the controllers, because that snapped because it was too brittle. Anyway, back to the video. It's finally printed, and to be honest, it's a lot more sturdy than the other one. Like the other one, if I squished it too hard, I could feel the insides just crumple. I could also hear it. But this, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's nothing. So, there's nothing to hear. But yeah, it's perfect. It's good. And making this smaller and putting glue instead of using friction was such a better idea, because the glue held it in place, and making it like 10% smaller meant that it would actually fit in the hole a lot easier. Perfect. Oh no. Anyway, forget about that. I'm not gonna glue down this side on this, because otherwise I can't get the Joy-Cons in all the way, because the shoulder buttons like hit the bottom of this, which means I can't put it in all the way. So every time I put a controller in, I have to tilt it slightly. So that's why I'm not gonna be able to That's why I'm not going to glue these two parts together. In the future, I might do a review on how well these last after like 3 months or something, so I can give you my expert opinion on this, on how well they actually are, and and to see if they would survive the test of time. Anyway, adios.